Hello everybody, and welcome back again to another unboxing review, Combat Patrol magazine from Hatchet and Partworks, issue 43. So in this issue we get our 10 Orc boys plus the knob for the Orcs with their 32mm bases. So move them aside. Exactly the same sprue that it was from the old Combat Patrol Orc one, if you remember it, one with the Death Dread. So here they are. Move aside. Artwork on the front. We've got Orc here from the Evil Sons, by the looks of it. And illustrating that we have our 10 Orc boys here. So Orc boys, Orc names, and new scenario is what we're covering in this issue. So issue 43, let's go. So on opening, how to build our boys. These ones are clip fit like they were in the old Combat Patrol box, so no need to glue anything. As shown here, you got your little sort of like rivets, whatever you want to call them. Slot them in the holes, job done. So, boss knob first with his big chopper. Obviously, this is how they want you to set it out first, because this will be illustrated on the data slates for these Orc boys. So, there we go. There's our Orc boy, our first one. Knob, slugger and choppers for the first three. Shooter, a slugger and chopper. A shooter again, a slugger and chopper, and then our big shooter there as our last boy. We'll probably be using the missile launcher in the next ones, I would have thought. So there they are in their glory, all stood there fast, ready to go. Just the boys there, no knob. So anyway, how to paint our boys. So in this, they're going to show us Aberdeen Black as a base coat first. And then building up for the weapon systems, lead belcher, with things like ammunition, shoulder plates. Moving on, further flagpole there, big chopper. Then we're going to be covering the Urk flesh, painting them there. As we already had as well, we do have for the shading highlighters the Orcs, so you can pretty much get these battle ready now. I would have thought the amount of paints we have in previous issues. Rack our flesh for the rags around big chopper for the knob, methstone red for cloths, and bits of extra metal that's on the shoulder pads, scream pink for tongues, wraithbone for teeth and bone, and for wraithbone for the horn for the knob, Corax white illustrated with his back banner there. There we go, shading techniques now on our Orcs, and then obviously Noon oil, the fantastic Noon oil on pretty much every metal bearing surface of the Orc boys. Still Noon oil, Agrax Earthshade for things like grenade sticks, and then Orc flesh shown here, the bottom right corner of your work in progress there. Obviously making sure that you don't get inside the recesses, because you've literally covered them with Coil Green Shade. So it's a work in progress. Pretty much battle ready, those boys there. And here we go, boys. So we collected our boys. Obviously, they give you these illustrators here to roll dice, 1 to 6, and giving them their sort of background table there. Names, we've built, we've painted, and we're going to be playing eventually. So, data sheet on the next page. So, as you can see here, rocket launcher is shaded out, because obviously on this one we're going to be using big shooter, which I'm sure in the next lot of Orc boys they'll be having the rocket launcher. Also a power claw, which is also given to the other knob, I would have thought. So here's your Orc unit names. Here's what you're going to be having throughout your collection. Obviously we've got our war boss already in one of the last issues. How to use your name tables and using name tables. Your leader's name and your unit. So scenario 28, a good crumpin, as the Green Tide probably like to call it. So a hive mind is sent home and goes into Orc territory to build up a picture of the Orcs resources. The Orcs meet Tyranids over remains of an ancient imperial facility where they aim to give the Tyranids a good crumping and get some looting done while they're here. So crush them gits. So to play a good crumping, set up the battlefield on a single map as shown below and set out the 3 objective markers. Then the players gather their armies. The Orcs player has 2 units of 5 boys. Tyranid player has 2 units of Termagants. Finding the units are deployed in accordance to the development instructions below. So here's our deployment, our how to win scenario. Here's our battle map as shown here. So the Tyranids are covering the left side and the Orc deployment zone is covering the right side with your 3 objective markers in the centre, 1, 2 and 3. Terrain deployment area and your second terrain deployment area. Use battle map 3. Obviously this is what was given us when the Orcs came out on this magazine. So looting. So we're going to be jumping into obviously new rules. As obviously all our factions coming out, they're going to have different abilities in playing this game. And here they give you a scenario, example, whatever you want to call it. So in this example, the Orc boys control an objective. They attempt to look at the end of the Orc player's command phase. The player rolls d6, gets a 4. They consult the table, which reveals they score 3 victory points. And then our conclusion. So who won? Was it the Orcs or was it the Mids? Will fight anyone as they do. The Orcs, the green tide is lethal. The Great War. So power the boys. And then at the bottom of the page they give us Infernus Marines, the Guardian Defenders, or the Legionnaires from the Black Legion. So our inside last page, obviously we're on this sort of time now where we're going to be getting Leagues of Voltan as well. And here we have some Orcs from the Bad Moon Clan. Look forward to future issues where we're going to be getting 2 new paints and 1 texture spreader. See, the Astro Granite is for bases, so we can start decorating our bases. And there's a lot because we've had quite a lot of models so far. So as you can see on there, issue 44 got the Krieg there, and then our issue 45 we'll be getting another 10 boys, which yeah, there you go, as shown there. Got the rocket launcher, and the Nob has, instead of Big Chopper, he has got his Power Claw. And that is it. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you, and I will see you all very soon for issue 44. Stay safe, and bye-bye for now.